G'day time, my fellow guys. Welcome back to Animal Crossing Wild World, day 99, on this April 11th at 8:09 p.m. It is Saturday, of course. Or I should say, it is Saturday. So, of course, that means we have to go visit KK for a quick minute. I meant to come on a little earlier, but I got caught up in Ratchet and Clank. We're doing the replay of Ratchet and Clank right now. We've gotten back on our second attempt to basically the end game. And so, yeah, so I finally was like, okay, it's done, over with it. Downloaded Repo, because we're going to do Repo again tonight with Eric Taylor and Origami Owl, which will be fun. And after I got that, I saw, oh, look at that, a notification saying there's games on sale. Looked into it, and one of the games that I've been eyeing, Crime Simulator. Everyone, the Flower Fest is today. Was on sale for a good price. So we all kind of got it. So we'll be playing that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another day, who knows? Oh, I picked myself, huh? So we're going to do a simple day today. We didn't have a shirt on, did we? No. And then, yeah, so after we're done with the repo, we're going to go back to... Shit. Ratchet and Clank. I hope to be able to beat it. I hope to be able to beat Ratchet and Clank within the next... Ooh, that's actually very nice shirt. In the next few hours. in another few hours. Because all we have to really do is collect bolts and make sure we have all of certain things. And then I think after we're done with that, we're going to move on to 007 Racing, which is a game I didn't even know existed until... I was told about it a few years ago when playing GoldenEye, and then just oddly enough in a shop while I was looking for something else in one of the gaming shops around me, I happened upon it. And so I was like, oh, look at that! It must be Destiny. And so I got the, one game. 007 Racing. Don't know anything about it. Have not looked into it. Besides how long it would take. Because I was debating between playing 007 Racing and Army Men. But due to certain terrible circumstances going on right now currently, obviously playing because Army Men, if you don't know, it's about the little green army men that you may or may not have in the past. They were in the Toy Story movie as one of the characters, one of the side characters that you see a few times. And it's about the Green Army men going up and trying to defeat the Tan Army men, which was another color of Army men you could get. And yeah, just if at this point it is April 11th, 2026 when we're recording this. And like I don't like going into Outer World stuff. I want my channel to be more of a place where if stuff happens, I will say fuck this. That's some bullshit they're doing over there and whatnot. But primarily, I want my channel to be more positive, a place to get away from the world. But of course, so I was going in between 007, Racing, or Army Men. And Army Men is what I was going to play. I asked my one coworker, hey, which of these games should I play? They were like, oh, Army Men would be good. Probably a quicker game. Which I looked into it. They both basically have the same amount of time to go through them. We just need mushroom. And so, like I said, with what's going on, like, there's been, I think in the world, there's always some war raging somewhere. I think it's very rare when our world has, like, complete peace everywhere in the world, sadly. And unfortunately, that's what happens when, like, capitalism, money being the most important thing in the world, unfortunately, makes a lot of bad things happen. And then from there, people who think they have the right to do things or be places. And it's tough, because there's a lot of shit that's gone on in our past. With people being moved and then moved back in certain places of the world. But then it's like you moved some people out of an area and put another set of people in that area. And then it's like, well, the people who were there first should get it, but they weren't really, like... A logical thing is, well, if you were there first and you were forcefully moved, then that should be yours. But at this point, the people who are there have spent so much time there that they are also equally at right to have that place. It's not right to move someone out of there. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. It's bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit going on. And then some people, besides the money aspect, is just the cultural aspect, which is also very sad when that comes into play a lot of the times. Where one culture is like, oh, well, you know, we deserve XYZ, and you deserve nothing. And yeah, so if you know, like, a few weeks ago, some big movements, big terrible movements were started across the seas. Another war started up by someone who frankly does not think about what they're doing. They just go, oh, we can do this. Do it and go, oh, there was bad things to that. We underestimated exactly what was going on. And it's all about doing what he thinks is right first. Or right, even though his fucking thing is twisted as all hell. It's one of those things where, like, I think there are a few things, to be clear, like, I'm talking about President Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. I do not think I do not think what he is doing in the White House, President of America and whatnot, is for everyone in America. He is setting up an America that is divided of all hell. That is trying to put one class of people above any other. And that is dangerous. That should never be your goal. I view anyone in power, no matter... And also, they're also trying to really divide up the Democrats and Republicans and everyone else in between to be on opposite sides of, like, an imaginary war. Where, like, oh, they don't care about what's going on with the country. We care about what's going on with the country. And, like, my view with politics is you can be in a group of people who want to, but the thing is, like, everyone should be working towards the same goal. The only thing that should change is your party's beliefs on how the how that is done, right? Yes, that's what we need. The only thing that should change from, like, the Democrats to Republicans is how they go about making the world a better place for everyone living in America. I'm Canadian. Obviously, I have the flag there, and also the Canadian tabor behind thing behind me as well. I got those because of everything going on. I'm like, need people to see it and go, oh, he's Canadian. He's not a part of that bullshit. And it's one of those things where I think there are, like, most of what Donald Trump is doing, I think, is bullshit. Should never have been authorized. I think he's trying to make it a fascist dictatorship. And everything like that. He's making it hostile for any other group besides Americans or white people. As long as you look white, you're all right over there, I guess. Which is not good. Because the thing is, they're doing a classic maneuver that has been done for many years. Of, like, citing an individual group and saying they are the bad people. And it's one of those things where, like, okay, so you have a group of people who don't have much money. A lot more of them are stealing and whatnot than any other group of people. Whatever. And they go, oh yeah, they're bad because that's in their nature. Instead of looking at it, okay, why is this group of people, this ethnicity, doing more harm to our country than anyone else? And if you look into it, like, a lot of the times it will come down to either they're being discriminated against because of other people who are keeping them down. That makes it feel like they need to lash out and, like, fight for their right to be who they are. Sometimes. Other times it's they don't have money because there's not many prospects for people like them when they're being criminalized by everyone else. So they have to be more shady in order to get, quote-unquote, ahead in the world. Not always the case, and I don't want to say that everyone of a particular group, all they do is that. All they do is go after certain things in order to do a thing. But that's definitely a factor. But also, I don't look into the thing. I'm not a analyst and whatnot. I just try and use common sense in a lot of these things. And common sense tells me that a lot of people lash out and do bad things because bad things are happening to them. But anyways, so we're not playing... Bottom line, we're not playing Army Men because... yeah, there's another war that started up. And I don't feel comfortable, you know, playing a war game. Even though I'm not... I don't try and glorify war and whatnot. Whenever I play it, I do talk about it. And whatnot. Trying to talk about it in a non-glorifying way. But yeah, but that's why we're not playing Iron Man. Because certain people think they know what's right for the world and are trying to use violence instead of love, and they're twisting up as well everything about it. They're hiding behind... One thing I hate is they're hiding behind religion and, like, somehow getting across, like, oh yeah, Trump, he's like Jesus. He's our Jesus. We should love him because he's our Jesus. And it's like, what the one frickin' person say, like, oh, you know, Trump, he was arrested. He was tried by his peers. They said he did wrong. Just like someone else we know. And it's like, no. Jesus was, to be clear, if people who don't read the Bible don't know the difference. And also keep in mind that I was raised Lutheran. I went to church when I was younger. And everything like that. So while I don't know everything about the Bible and what Jesus taught, and I know quite a bit of that stuff. At least what I was taught, because also the other thing to know is that, you know, people sometimes take the Bible out of context to get their own ideals through and across and whatnot, which also isn't good. But Jesus himself was a man who was trying to preach the one true God, his Father, God, to the world. That was his mission. He was persecuted and crucified because it was blasphemous for anyone to be like, the king of this region is not the king. My God is the king. He is my father, and whatnot. Which, you know, someone going around spouting that stuff, doing miracles, would make people freaked out. And that's why they persecuted Jesus. Because he was trying to teach the world to be a better place. There's the one joke in, I think it's Bad Omens, where they're like, oh, he's being crucified. Why is he being crucified? Oh, he told people to love each other. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Shit, I gotta get going. But, like, what Jesus did was preach loving everyone, being there for everyone. He did miracles, and he said that God is the one true God and whatnot, which made people angry because they don't like being told that, you know, what they believe in is false. That, oh, you're not the king of this world. God is the king of this world. He is the one that through all things are able to be done. He is the Almighty. With him, through him, all things are possible. Whereas Trump, he has victimized a bunch of different races other than white. He has said horrible things. He's put things into fruition to make life miserable for a lot of other people. I gotta tell you, that's not what Jesus stands for. I hate to tell people that, but that's just not what Jesus was about. Jesus would have went to these people who were downtrodden by society, and he would clean their feet. He would talk to them. He would give them sermons. He would encourage them to be good people and continue on their way. He wouldn't have said, oh, you're different, so you're scum. Oh, you are whatever ethnicity. That means you're a rapist who should just be put in jail. You shouldn't even be in this country. No, he would help them. He would teach them. He would bring them to God. And it's so fucked that so many people in the Republican Party and elsewhere see that, and they're like, yep, that's what the Bible teaches. This is what the Bible teaches. It really, really emphasizes at that point that a lot of the people, they don't care. Either they don't care about the Bible, or they are twisted in what the Bible thinks and says into a very negative way. That it's not good. Luckily, a lot of the world does not buy what Trump is doing, and a lot of them are staying away. Even the Vatican, who is the messenger, is allegedly, as said, the Pope is the messenger of God, is staying away from that mess. Because he knows, yeah, that's not what Jesus stood for. None of what Donald Trump is doing is what Jesus would have wanted. And it just sucks. Okay, we got this. So we'll get this, and then we'll go and do the KK slider stuff quickly. And again, I don't like talking about politics and whatnot, especially not my politics. Again, I'm Canadian. And while Canada also has its issues, like a lot of places do, unfortunately. Let's just get the songs. Yeah, it's just wild what's going on in the States and what they're proclaiming and trying to do. Because again, even if you are on separate sides of the, like, whatever, belief system and whatnot, the main goal of anyone in power controlling a country should be unifying everyone, working to make the world a better place for everyone who lives in your country, region, city, anything like that. You should be working together to make sure everyone is happy, everyone is profiting, and everyone is moving forward in a great direction. That is what it should mean to be a leader, to be the one in charge of your country. And again, whether it's for the states-wise, Republicans or Democrats in position of power, no matter what, your first line of duty should be to the country. And the only thing that changes how you go about things is your belief and where you sit on the spectrum of the Democratic table or whatever it is. But yeah. Sorry to go on a rant. Like I said, I don't like bringing politics into what I'm doing. But I also believe it's important that, like, if you have an opinion on what's going on, you should talk about it. And because a lot of times people are scared to talk about it or do anything because they're smaller things and whatnot. And again, I should also say, like, I think some of the things that Trump was trying to do at the beginning, like, on paper, is, you know, could have been good. But then he takes it and he twists every single thing into an area where it's like, okay, now you just bastardized anything you were trying to do, giving the exact opposite. Like, oh, he was trying to cut down unneeded money in the government in order to put it to other places that would have been good. That's not a bad idea. Check out every single department, look about what we're doing, where they're headed, and see, okay, you're going in this direction. We don't want that for the good of our country. We're going to scrap this and put it into this other place that is trying to do good. But he's blastified that. I don't want to, like, hit his work with the, what are they? The illegal immigrants and illegal people in the country. Trying to take care of them. Taking care of them could have been a good thing. Making sure that everyone who is illegal in the country is accounted for, that they have a record, that they aren't just randomly in the country doing whatever, but make sure they're accounted for, make sure everything is proper with them, so that when they're in your country, you know what they're doing, you know where they are, and you can keep better track of them. But no, he's gone into the way of, okay, anyone who's illegal in the country, we're going to get rid of. Even then, it's like, okay, you know what? I get it. They're here illegally. They shouldn't be here illegally. I can kind of see, like, taking them out of the country and whatnot. And then they were like, okay, anyone whoever is not from here, that's a bad person, we're going to send them away. That's a little rougher to get around, but I can still see it. Like, yeah, if you have people from another country entirely who's come here and are causing trouble, legit trouble, where they have evidence 100%, where it's like, this person has killed people in our country, they've done bad things, we're going to just send them back to where they came from. I don't 100% agree with that, but I see where they're coming from. But no, they're not going after the dangerous people. They're going after anyone. And that's where I'm like, no, you lost it. You were good taking care of the illegal immigrant problem. Like, get them sorted, get it so everyone is accounted for, so when they're working in the country, doing whatever in the country, they are legally allowed to do so. Worst comes to worst, send them back to where they came from, because they are here illegally, they got here illegally. But that's, again, iffy subject. But yeah, so there's things where, like, I think a lot of what Donald Trump was trying to do at first and on paper sounded fine, but then it just gets bastardized from what he actually wants to do, and he takes it into a location where he doesn't think about what's going on, he just acts upon it, and now people have died. Literally, many people have died because of poor training. And that's the other thing is, like, he's just, yeah, we're not talking about this. We're gonna listen to a song, Be Happy. But yeah, he's just bastardized a lot of the things. He's made it a threat to people who are in America legally and illegally equally are in danger of everything. It's just scary. It's just scary. I hate it. I hate it. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that anymore. I've talked about my full, but that's why we're not doing Army Men, because of the war. So, that I also hate and don't think is moved. But enjoy the song. No more misery. Alright, we're back. Yeah. Moving on to the next person. Yeah. So, again, I don't like going into politics and thinking about stuff like that. And again, it's also America, so it's not my place. But also, I'm a believer that if you see a problem and it's brought up, you should talk about it. Of course, it's harder because, again, it's not my place to talk about it. I'm not over there. But it's important to show support or show disdain for what's going on there. Because that can encourage other people who feel the same way to go like, oh, you talked about it, so I should also say my piece on it. But yeah. We'll see how things go. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where it's gone on and a lot of bad stuff has happened for so long now. I don't think anything is going to go back to normal. And that's also scary. Because it's one of those things where Republicans have set the standard on what you can do in office. And it's all fun and games until the other side gets the stick. Which is why, you know, actually following the Bible, loving people, helping people and whatnot is a good thing. Yeah, you know it. Let's do a love song on this horrid, horrid day. Mellow, I can dig it. Alright. KK love song. Enjoy. Yeah, things really exciting. Oh yeah, another song down. We have 2 more to go. For tonight. Yep, save and end. Alright. Yep, here to play. Corby, you're up. Two more songs. On to KK Lament. Hey Corby, you want a song? You know it. Cool. There's something here. You want a request? Far out. What do you want to hear? KK Lament. Mellow, I can dig it. Pop a seat right there. Enjoy the song. Woo! Another good song. No one's messaged anything yet. But they will. Don't worry. Don't worry. Usually we start by 9 now. So, I have no fears. Except for cats. 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 Alright. 3 down, just 1 to go, and then we get to leave. That third song is what we need, and that is what we need. Continue! Taylor! Go, go, Taylor, get the jazz song we need. It's the jazz song we need. It's the jazz song we need. So hopefully the flowers are enough. Don't know what we'll do if they're not. Taylor, year of her song, you know it. Year of crust, you know it. Far out. You like KK Jazz? Alright. Oh shoot, was there one too many? Might have put one too many spaces there, but we'll see. Sounds like a new song. Alright, that was it. Jazz. 27 more songs. Which, if my math is mathing, 27 divided by 4, 6 or 7? 7. We'll need 7 more days. So 7 more weeks, and we should be done the songs completely. And we never have to talk to KK again. Which I love. I love as the... this is the best thing about doing the game daily. Is as you go, everything you need to do on a day slowly withers out. As you get more and more of what you need, you have to do less and less. Because we got the carpets are done. And as soon as the songs are done, that's like a big part of Saturday where I could just do it any time on Saturday. But either way, thank you my fuzzies for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry to get very political, but I do not agree with what's going on over there in America. I hope you can get on track and whatnot, because there's a lot of shit in the world. And a lot of it can be calmed down, set on the right path, and everything will be good. But seeing as how everything is, I think it'll take a long while. Thank you, and we'll see you all next time. Take care.